Today we're going through the complete guide to fat loss forever. I'm gonna go over 4 massive mistakes that I see people make when they're trying to lose body fat. I'm gonna show you how to fix them so you can get on your way to getting the best shape of your life. We're gonna hop right into the first mistake that I see. And this is kind of a no-brainer, but it has to be mentioned if we're gonna talk about the 4 biggest mistakes that I see. The first mistake that I see is a lack of tracking. Listen, if you guys are not tracking your macros and you're just guessing, you are selling yourself and your effort in the gym short. If you have a goal, you have to put a plan to get to that goal. You can have the perfect workout program, but if you're not eating the right amount of food for your goals, you will not see the progress that you want to see. You have to track your macros, you have to track your carbs, your fat, your protein. You need to hit those consistently every day, because if not, you're guessing and you're not going to see the results. And I want to help you see the best results and get in the best shape of your life. So I left a link down in the comment section below where you can go fill out a form and I will personally calculate your macros and send them back to you for free. So after you're done watching this video, make sure you go down to the comment section, click on that link, fill out some information. I can calculate your macros and send them back to you for free so you get on your way to seeing the best results possible in the gym. I understand that tracking can be tedious and it can be kind of annoying, but I promise you that if you're tracking consistently and you're consistently hitting your macros, you're going to see the progress that you want to see. Body fat reduction and loss of body fat, at the end of the day, yes, is an equation, but we want to make sure that we're hitting that equation. We're setting ourselves on the right path. One thing that I tell my clients that train online and in person is we don't always want to be in a caloric deficit. So a caloric deficit is not something that we want to spend the rest of our life in. We want to get to where we want to be, reverse diet back up to a healthy eating habit and a healthy eating maintenance amount of calories. But we want to make sure that we're optimizing that 2, 3, 4, 6 months that we're in a deficit so that we don't have to spend a large amount of time in that caloric deficit. Do yourself a favor, know exactly what carbs, fat, protein that you need to be hitting. Make sure that you're tracking it, make sure that you're hitting consistently, because it's a huge part of the puzzle. The second mistake that I see people make all the time when they're trying to lose body fat is that they get rid of strength training and they stop focusing on lifting heavier weights, getting stronger, and building muscle. There's one thing that you need to realize, that if you're trying to lose body fat, we want our metabolism to be ramping and we want to be burning as many calories at rest as possible, because that's going to help us lose more body fat down the road. And one of the biggest parts of burning more calories at rest is building more muscle mass. The more muscle that your body holds, the more calories you're going to burn at rest. Therefore, it's going to be easier to lose body fat, build muscle, and just have really good metabolic flexibility. So when you are dieting, make sure that you prioritize your strength training. We don't want to change things. We don't want to completely reinvent the wheel. You still need to focus on getting stronger. So say you come in and you do a dumbbell bench press and you do 50 pounds for 3 sets of 10. The next workout, you better be grabbing heavier dumbbells, because if you don't, your body's not going to make the changes that you want. And another thing we really want to avoid is we want to avoid losing muscle mass while we diet. That's just really going to decrease our metabolic rate, and it's going to make it harder to lose body fat. And one of the biggest ways that we can tell our body to not use the muscle is we need to focus on getting stronger. That's going to tell your body that it needs the muscle mass that we have, and that we should pull more from the fat that we have and the fat tissue and use that as an energy source. Do me a favor and do not lighten weights up. Don't cut out your strength training. Still focus on getting stronger, no matter if you're in a caloric deficit for a week, for a month, for 3 months, for 6 months. Still focus on getting stronger from workout to workout. The third mistake that I see people make all the time, and this is something that I've touched on before, is that they don't vary their cardio workouts. They do the same intensity, they do the same duration, they do the same exercise or modality. That is a huge place where you're selling yourself short. In order to change your body composition, in order to lose body fat, we need to focus on 1, improving our cardiovascular system, 2, being in a caloric deficit, but also utilizing cardio as a tool. And within cardio, there's 2 different types. We have our anaerobic, which is more of your high intensity. We're not using oxygen as an energy source. Things like sprints, sled pushes, echo bike sprints, really high intensity, high threshold work. You also have your aerobic cardio, which is your longer duration, lower intensity exercises that you can sustain from anywhere to 20 to 60 minutes. That's going to be more of your aerobic energy system. We want to make sure that we're structuring our workout plan in a way that is going to involve both our anaerobic energy system and our aerobic energy system. This way you can improve your cardiovascular system, you can improve your VO2 max, we can also improve your fat burn potential, and use body fat as an energy source. In my 8-week shred program, which is my personal program that I've done to lose over 7% body fat in the last 2 months for myself, it has all this laid out. Your strength, your cardio, nutrition, has everything laid out that you need to do to make the progress that you want to see. So if you're ready to stop guessing, you're ready to start seeing real results, I'll leave the link to that down in the description below. Make sure you go check that out after you're done watching this video. The fourth and final mistake that I see people make, and this is a big one that will make a huge difference. And this mistake is a lack of volume or a lack of good food choices, just solely focusing on hitting their macros. Yes, macros are important. If you have a certain amount of carbs, fat, protein that you need to hit every day, yes, you want to make sure that you're hitting those macros. You can throw in certain things, you can be creative, you can really eat whatever you want to a T. You still need to focus on making good food choices, making food choices that are going to fill you up, be full of volume, things like potatoes, protein sources like lean meats, vegetables around each meal. This is going to help you stay satiated and full. And if you are just fitting in things like cereal for your carbohydrates or sugar or powdered drinks, stuff like that, you are really going to burn through your calories quickly. You're going to burn through your carbs and your macros quickly, and you're going to be hungry. And this is going to lead to not being able to adhere to the program. So make sure that you're picking good food choices. One tip that I can give you, if you're looking from a volume perspective, potatoes are generally going to be better than rice. There's nothing wrong with rice. There's nothing wrong with potatoes, but you can just eat more potatoes for a lower amount of carbs. Say that you're getting 50 grams of carbs through potatoes, you're going to be able to eat a lot more volume of potatoes than 50 grams worth of carbohydrates of rice. So just make sure that you're making good food choices. Use vegetables consistently. I would structure those around each meal because those are going to help you stay satiated, stay full, and really keep you from having those hunger cravings, and then we're binging, and then we're overeating, and it's back to the drawing board. So make good food choices. Structure 90% of your food around whole foods, around lean meats, around good protein sources, around good carbohydrate sources like potatoes, oatmeal, around vegetables, things that are going to fill you up, keep you full, and help you stay with the program. So those are the 4 huge mistakes that I see people make when they're trying to lose body fat and get in the best shape of your life. Now, like I said, if you don't know how many calories, carbs, fat, protein that you need to be eating, make sure you go down in the comment section, click on that link. You can fill out a form and I'll get you back your carbs, your fat, your protein that you need to be eating to reach your goal. I just posted a workout video the other day. It's a full body workout that you can do to build strength and build mass and really take your training to the next level. So make sure you go watch that video next, and I'll see you guys in the next one.